Overhead. Travel down the road and back again. My heart is true. Needs a pal in a comfort dawn. Do. And if I threw a party. Yo.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's still waiting on my end. I'm using my iPad and everything now. So, new technology. Hoping it works.
I mean, I can hear you fine.
It's just they keep saying waiting though.
That's the connection, not the actual sound. The sound sounds fine. It may just be its processor or something. I don't know much about iPads themselves. I know about tablets, but iPads I don't know a lot about.
True.
Down when they get down.
I might have to just use the phone because that's the thing that's been working.
Hey man, you use what you use, bubs. No, man, we on. I tell you what is working. I tell you what is working. You better believe I got that damn record going.
Mm-hmm.
You better believe that was the first thing I clicked. Better believe that, buddy.
Be charged. It's still waiting.
Face will be on about 20 minutes. It's at 9:45. But yeah, how you be, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good.
I
have no idea where I'm going with these topics this week. I'm gonna tell you that now. I got them written down, but I don't know. I don't believe very strongly in any of them except for my very first topic. Oh no, not my first topic. Where did that topic go? No. That is not what my shit is.
You can see me on your side?
Yeah.
Okay. This thing keeps saying I'm waiting.
I don't know, bro.
Why?
I don't know what you got going on over there, champ. But I see you look pretty normal. So.
I went to a Stick Girl house that I started doing the podcast with today so I can actually partake in the 420 for the 420 recording. Pretty much.
Nice. Yeah, I just went to work.
This is my actual off.
Kicked it with the fam, and then that was about it. I don't know. I don't think I've actually celebrated a 420 in that way, like on some big time shit. Probably since like school days, like early 20s, mid 20s.
Yeah, it was a normal day for me, pretty much. Normal.
I remember back in the day, I used to smoke 20 blunts on 420.
I believe you. I believe that. I say I believe it. I seen
it would be like you had to go from one place to another. I started there when I was at HU. Like we started at one person crib, and we literally just started at it was like maybe 5, 6 in the morning. Woke up, started with the wake and bake, and then we just went to crib to crib to crib to spot to crib to spot to dorm room to class to like whatever, to apartment. And we were just going from place to place, and at each place we would spark up like 1 or 2. And by the end of the day, we had 20 blunts on 420, and we had been to like maybe 10 places. Then I was like, oh, It's like a weed bar crawl. Let's do that again. Then after a while, it just became, as long as you got to 20, it didn't really matter where you was at. You could have been on top of your crib somewhere on the roof, but you got to 20 and it was good. Now it's just, long as I get a blunt or two in, all right.
The 420 challenge before the challenges.
Yep. There was a lot of shit that we did, but probably could have been considered a challenge back in the day. But we did, but our generation, they had social media to pick up on all the crazy shit we did.
Man, I'm gonna go out of this and then go back in and see if it'll finally go out. I'll be right back.
No worries.
Allow me to do that. I think. It won't even allow me to be. It's like froze on this page.
Man, I know I tell a lot of other people positive shit, but I gotta listen to my own positive shit because I be getting pissed off real quick sometimes. Then I gotta sit down and and just think to myself and look at myself like, what would you tell somebody else who was acting like this, huh? I gotta do what I would tell somebody else to do. Is try to relax and think of a plan and break shit down and attack it. That's about it.
That's really big facts. I hear you there, Face. Go ahead and preach that good word, man.
But
good
for the
damn
first
word.
time in 3 years, I have bud on 420, so I'm gonna do my thing.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I'm gonna do my thing.
I've been having some fucked up 420s from time to time too. So, but it's in the past, and I don't remember them. So fuck it.
I don't think I never had a fucked up one. I had one where I ain't do much, but it wasn't bad.
Now, the sad thing is, when I don't have bud on 420, my day is a normal day. For the first time in 3 years, I have bud to smoke, and I had a messed up day. I mean, a real messed up day when bing, 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 bing.
That's because the universe
you
knew.
got the bud because they
The
knew.
universe
he gonna have
knew.
a fucked up day. He gonna need this. Let me go ahead and hold him down. There you go, buddy. Face can't be faced without this. Let me go ahead and make sure he gonna be set up that day.
Yeah, boy.
That's
Yeah, right.
What to go on? Everything Irie, man.
Oh, everything about to be Irie.
Right near the beach.
Boy! Yo, I love that movie, yo. On God, that and Shrek was my favorite movies my freshman year in college, yo. On God. Like we would watch them shits back to 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 back. Like it got to the point where I knew like the bonus feature shit on Shrek. Like I knew the answers to all the little trivia questions. I knew all the little. I could tell you when the little mirror was gonna say whatever he was gonna say. Like it was bad, man. We were ridiculous with that shit.
Have you done my first favorite part of the show yet?
Oh, we ain't even started the show. We just recording.
Oh, okay, cool.
We was
I'm about
waiting
to
on
say,
you.
damn, I hope I ain't missed that part.
No, we
What's
ain't.
up, guys?
Fuck you.
That just sets the show off.
No, it doesn't. I just don't
What's
know
up,
what else to
guys?
say. If I could think of something else to say that sounded like
That is the thing to say. What's up, guys? You don't want to come on? ¿Qué pasa, guys?
¿Qué pasa,
Pasa
hombres?
Pasa un
That's what I did.
dos noches.
Guten Abend, mein Fräulein.
Whoa, shit. that
Oh, that
nigga bilingual.
I'm gonna smoke all 5 of these motherfuckers. That's what I'm gonna do.
You do remember it's a double recording, right?
Oh, that's why I said what I said.
Okay. That nigga gonna doze off. That shit gonna get quiet as hell on that. They gonna just go bounce back in on the top of it. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I know how that go. All right. Bubba, wugga dugga. And when you get the second to man, Nantucket. I don't know. But it felt right. It felt right to say all of that.
Sometimes you just gotta do what feels right.
Yes, yes, yes. God bless you when you do, you know what I'm saying?
Face, can you see anything on the screen, or you just called in?
I just called in for a moment, momentarily. I'm gonna try to get on the screen.
Oh, okay. I was gonna my colorist is doing some work with my book, man. He's really been putting in some work.
Oh, that's
Now,
cool. Right.
Been putting in that skullduggery. What's skullduggery?
I have no clue, but sometimes it sounds cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I somewhere down the line, probably thinking this summer, I'm gonna end up having a trip to California.
Nice.
Somehow, some way, because people been a girl been trying to get me to get to California for the longest time. And it's the one that I've been promoting that for that magazine at one time. So I was like, you know what?
Do it, damn it, do it.
I need to change the scenery. Plus, it'd be good to have like a beach, take pictures of a beach somewhere outside of Virginia Beach.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Use that for the book.
Oh yeah.
Face in the play. Oh yeah. I'm gonna see if I can show you right here.
I'll tell you where I'm gonna be going this summer. Carrying my ass to Mexico.
Mexico.
Yes, sir. Try to get a little man a passport stamp. What you configured over there?
Can you see it, Face?
Okay, there you go.
Everybody come up. My shit a little slow.
You good?
Let go my damn shoe.
Let go my ego.
Oh yeah, that shit nice. I like that shit.
Yeah, that.
Oh yeah, that shit dope.
I've been drawing this alien with the blunt in his mouth for the past since I was in high school, and finally, that he's telling them, yeah, finally. It didn't load up on my iPad that I got right now, but I'll share it in the group me, the other page that I got done, and he got to work on he had to work tonight, so he did his last page like right before he about to go to sleep for his overnight job. I fucking appreciate that shit. I know how overnight jobs are.
I miss, man. I used to love it. I used to love working overnight, man. You know, I don't like people, bro. So, I used to love working overnight because I don't like people. So overnight don't get a lot. I ain't got to deal with a lot of people. Just be in my own little zone. It's in my job now. My job is somewhere like that now. I ain't got to deal with too many people and shit. But I just been a little hoe. I ain't got nothing to do with my job. That's the only thing I don't like. Really nothing to do, and I don't get paid for what I can do. So that's what I really don't like. That's why I'm stay looking for other jobs and shit. So man, that should be in the fucking way. Be in the motherfucking way. I just want to be able to do what I know I can do and get paid for what I know I need to be paid.
That's real as hell. That's what I'm talking about.
You better sit your ass down. Excuse me.
Hey, face in the place. Hey, Padawan.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Podnas, the show with three friends separated by distance, connected by brotherhood, having weekly conversations that you can join in on. As always, I am 1/3 of the Podnas, your boy Tiz, along with
It's the other third of the partners. Happy 420, y'all motherfuckers. And
It's nappy 420. It's nappy 420.
I'm along with the ambassador 420 over there in the place.
You know, it's space in the place. I'm already high and I'm about to get higher than everybody in this place.
I'm catching up.
So you can see where we starting off this episode. This is episode 22, coming straight at you. 22. And I'm gonna get right off into the first topic, man. Derek Chauvin verdict came in today. And I have many feelings, but I'm gonna lean into the joy part for the first comment and just say,
that's what Flea said.
Thank you, Justice, for finally
showing up.
In one of these cases, because usually it does not go like this. Let's hope that this continues to be a trend going forward and a long-lasting one as opposed to just a one-off. But yeah, what are y'all thoughts going into the verdict and as the verdict and after the verdict was read?
Me personally, I feel it's good to actually have justice, like you say, for once, when it's been on videotape and everyone knows what happened and we've seen it, and there's no excuse they can have, or he's not getting administrative leave. He is actually getting jail time. He's actually been convicted. That's true justice, regardless of what color. So I'm just happy justice has been served. I don't want the masses to get caught up on the color thing, because that's going to be a different narrative for everybody to start taking. And if they want to build negativity off of that, that gives them the room to do it. So let's just revel in the justice system right now, and nothing about color. Because as soon as we start making it about color, we fall right back into the ignorance that we always talk about other people have. So let's just talk about the justice system, people, and let's be happy that it's finally working.
That's real. What say you, Pat?
I'm trying so hard not to fall into the color side of it or whatever. But like what's helping me to keep me from there is what Flea told us to do and what you said you're gonna do. Let's revel in the joy of it. Like finally the right choice has been made. Finally there's been justice for somebody that lost their life. You know what I'm saying? Like just finally. Like I'm still in that moment of like I mean, I seen the verdict. I seen the CNN. You know, I've been looking at clips all day or whatever, trying to get more information about it. You know, we've been talking to it on our group chats and stuff like that. But like, until I really see like the actual sentence, I feel like I'm not over it yet or whatever. Like, I still gotta see the years. And I don't know what it is about me or whatever and how I feel about that, but it's just I have so much of distrust for the justice system that I'm like, all right, what's the catch?
Mm-hmm.
What's the catch? It's always a catch, and I'm just waiting for the catch to come along. That's all.
I think for me, I'm definitely going to lean into the joy, like I said. So I'm just going to start off by just saying, again, I'm happy that justice was served finally in one of these types of cases. I guess for me, it's almost like bittersweet though, like, because then I think about two things. I think about, for one, where was this for all of these other cases where the evidence was just as glaring? And then for two, what does the backlash look like? So, like,
Oh yeah.
I'm not worried about no violence or nothing like that, but what I am worried about is usually after something like this happen, like you have some justice be served. Usually what happens is the system finds a way to reconfigure, and okay, well, we're gonna start by taking these repressive tactics and we're gonna reconfigure them and make them look like this now.
Mm-hmm.
Same overall result, just a different formula to it. And then they reconfigure a little more, and then they do that for a few years, and then all of a sudden we right back at the point where they beating our ass again. So my thing is like, what actually? It's like same thing when Biden got elected. Same thing when just my question is like, all right, so what is the actual change that's happening? And I don't know what that is. So it's like I feel happy about it, like, yes, it's served, but like, all right, there's some more cases coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Is this gonna be the same? Like, or is it gonna be, well, let them off again?
I feel like
going back to the status quo. So it's like
I feel like
what
would make you feel better about it is that you don't ever know the result of history until it actually passed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I look at it, what really is making me look toward the joy of it is that this might be the climax, the pivotal moment or whatever where shit change. You know what I'm saying? There's always a moment in history of time where there's a drastic change or whatever. So this might be the thing to kick it off. This may start the domino effect of other positive things. That's what I want to think, you know, and that's what I'm hoping for, pretty much. But I'm not naive.
Yep, that part.
And I will say, because since you brought him up, Biden or whatever, Biden, shut the fuck up one time. All right, we put you in the office or whatever. It's time for you to like stop. Just stop buttering up shit. Like he was talking about, it's never a time for looting and this, that, and the third. No,
Man, sir.
No, that wasn't the thing to say at this time. That wasn't the thing to say at this time. If anything, you should have said, well,
because if we don't vote for you, we not black. So now that your ass in there, stand the fuck up there, champ.
Oh, get the fuck out the way.
Agreed.
Come on now, guys. Come on now, guys. Now, we all know what said during the campaign don't mean shit after they elected. Come on now.
Yeah, just because we know it don't mean I gotta agree with it.
I know. But at the same time, before he got elected, I said we got to be on his neck, and I'm gonna continue to say that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because
continue the pressure. Continue the pressure.
I feel like
people to a higher esteem, a higher regard.
I feel like if
And
I
when you
vote for a motherfucker, I should be able to talk shit about this motherfucker when he's doing something I disagree with.
Agreed. I have nothing but agreement with that.
Mm-hmm.
I put it like this: vote for you or not vote for you. I'm gonna talk shit regardless when you're fucking up.
Agreed with that too.
Hey, no lies detected. Tis voice.
No lies detected.
I just felt like
Well,
I
they
even
said
have
this.
even more. Like you can't even say no more of any type of shit against me if I like, hey, I put you there, you know.
Indeed.
And I'm not like the whole country, but hey, I could have not voted, you know.
Hey man, I'm with you. Yeah. Again, no lies detected. So from that to this, this week's a very special Tiz's Umar Johnson update.
You said it very special. I want to give you a sound effect.
Yeah, it's very special. You'll see why near the end. So all right, so the past few lives he's put up, the first thing that happened was he put up one that well, Black Anonymous highlighted it. He was on there, he showed his Cash App account, and he showed him dropping 11 grand into the bank account from that Cash App. But the Cash App was a personal Cash App account instead of a business one. So I'm not sure how that works, but is that legal? I'm just throwing that out there to the audience, just asking because it looked weird and it's definitely worth looking into. But when I looked into it, I couldn't figure it out. It looked like it's fishy, but I can't really tell if it's actually illegal or what. But somebody let me know in the comments. He then made an IG live at a beach and he yells and preaches to himself. And then he tells the birds that are out there catching fish that they need to cook him some fish.
Maybe he had 420 early. You know what, Tiz? With the Cash App thing, I want to say this. Cash App, why are y'all not flagging him? Y'all flagged the fuck out my Cash App. I can't even use that shit. You know, I'm trying to pay the dues for the podcast, the Tiz and shit, and they can no. I ain't do shit. But this nigga can goddamn tell people to support his Cash App all day for a fake ass school or whatever. I'm trying to just send money to a friend, or a friend trying to send money to me because they want me to draw something for them, or I'm trying to pay my my podcast dues and shit. And y'all said no. That's some bullshit, Cash App.
Well, fuck you, Cash App. No. Let me not say that. You cool with me, Cash App, but get up on my man page like that, man. Let that man live.
I want y'all to be cool with me, man. Bring me back.
Yeah, man. He 1/3 of the Podnas, man. Let that man live.
You don't got no tech support.
In this same live where he was begging for the birds to cook him some fish, he speaks on the $300,000 tax bill and says that he can either renovate the school or pay the taxes. He cannot do both. So he admitted on camera that he will either not be renovating the school at all, or he will be renovating the school and the school will be due for some tax liens coming up for unpaid taxes at some point. He also says that the white power structure is trying to make us sell the school. I don't know who the hell us is, because I put my 50 in and I ain't seen nothing. And yes, I put in only $50, but damn it, that was my $50 and I got treated like a misfit from that shit. Like he just brushed my shit off. But yeah. Anyway.
That was a $50 investment that if saw potential that the school would grow, you would probably continue.
Man, I could have invested into something else that I could have got some. Oh, okay. Yo, $50 is going toward this, and this is how we split up all of our money. So at least I know, okay, this 50, well, $2 going here. And I ain't get shit, but ignored in every attempt to actually legitimately ask the question of like, what is going on.
Shit.
Do you need help? Like, but anyway,
I'm gonna give me an African name and make me my damn self.
I'm trying to tell you.
Padawan Tunde.
He then goes on live and uses DMX's death as a reason to dedicate a so-called fundraiser to the FDMG Academy, where he had people give money on the Cash App and he would answer their questions. Using the deaths of others to try to profit himself yet again, just like he did with Breonna Taylor's death. Like he stayed riding the wave of somebody who passed, and then putting his name involved in it, but then not really doing nothing for that person, just doing a bunch of lip service.
I saw that shit too on his Instagram. He had like that classic DMX picture with him holding the dogs in black and white. They just have his information on the bottom. Like that shit don't got nothing to do with this picture. You know what I'm saying? Like
nobody knows what the hell he be. Yo, he got some shit, man. His Instagram is so weird. It's so weird.
You need to get you a PR Tunde.
But the school is coming in the next 4.5 months, y'all. It's coming. He says doing a lot. It's coming. It's gonna be grand opening on Ifa Tunde Boulevard on Big Papa Drive.
He better off getting a damn website. Calling it school. Shit, University of Phoenix did it.
So how he gonna open the school? He gonna have COVID restrictions. He gonna have COVID mandates and shit in his school. You trying to open a school during COVID?
I don't know.
That's why I say he might as well get a website.
That shit's still going on. He better off opening a school but doing it virtual and just having a virtual school, a total virtual school. You feel me? He'd be better off that way.
And if if that gym still got that sewage pool in it, or wherever got that sewage pool in it, they ain't nothing but a cesspool for COVID.
Oh, it's dried up for now, but
it's still.
He also said on the live that it comes and goes depending. So
I wish the brother all success in his venture for the school, as long as it's a legal venture and he's really not scamming people. I wish you all props. I hope you do it. I hope you hit your goal. I hope you hit your smell. I hope you level up. But if you're scamming, man, fall on your fucking face. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know what you call this, but he, in the same live, he also used DMX's name as a part of a promotion for a book signing and parent clinic that was already scheduled before DMX was even in the hospital. So now it's dedicated to DMX.
I was about to say,
so he can get some people to come out.
So you're profiting off pain and you're profiting off our color. So it seems like you're trying to be like those people you're always talking about.
Look coolness to me.
You got to get a little more self-aware of the actions you're doing and the things you're saying, because it seems like you're just trying to ride the wave to just give yourself more publicity and just add your stuff in there. When we mention people's death, we're trying to give them their flowers. We're trying to give people the knowledge of their passing and go into and talk about them. But we don't follow it up with, well, make sure you do this and come to this. There's no need, because if you're gonna come to and watch it, you're gonna do it anyway. There's no need to add that in there, name drop, something like for what? That's classless. But that's just my opinion.
No, I'm with you.
Riding trend.
You said what?
So doing nothing but riding trends and waves and stuff like that.
Yep. And the worst types of ones, like, come on, bro. He then said during a live that he needs to get the HVAC and plumbing done at the schools. However, a month ago, he said that the HVAC was about to be started as he had the team to do it finally. That was that little crew of people that looked like Sanford and Sons. The little Saturday Night Crew with Bubba and Grady and all them. He then also showed off some sinks at the school, saying that the plumbing had already been started and they just needed to finish the toilets and shit lake area in the gym. So in a video about a month ago, he said that the plumbing had already been started and the HVAC was about to be started, and now he needs to get them done still. So nothing's been done. Now,
yes, you said shit like so professionally when you said that list of
yes,
things that
that's
need
what
to
it
be
is.
fixed. I almost thought that was
I
really
mean,
on
we're gonna call it what it is, man. Backed up sewage is shit lake if it pools up and forms a surface that has a coast, and you can wade through it. That means it's a lake, a marsh, swamp, whatever you want to call that shit, man.
Webster's Dictionary.
But this is what I'm gonna say about Umar, and I've been hitting at it for the past couple weeks, but it's official. This is the last Umar update for a while, unless he does something magnificently stupid and like it's about to hit the fan. Otherwise, I'll be commenting again, periodically just to check in on him and see how he's doing as far as the actual progress toward the school as we approach his deadline that he set for himself. And other than that, man, from now on, I'm gonna be having a Tez Take, which is a new little segment that'll debut on the next episode. And it's basically gonna be me saying a take that I have on something and wanting people to debate me and argue with me on it or try to convince me otherwise. So I'm either gonna learn something new, I'm either gonna stand fast in my opinion, or I'm gonna be to change my opinion. But either way, I don't know. I figured it'd be good. So yeah, Tez Take next week, and on the next episode, I should say. And yeah, Umar, you done had your run, but this Umar sector, it's a couple of channels that I'm gonna still be fucking around with because of the people that in the chat that I actually fuck with, and I feel like I rock with them. You know what I mean? They supportive, they good people, but like it's gonna be a lot of me just backing off of that little. It's a lot of weird stuff going on over there, and
I understand.
yeah, champ, I ain't with everything. So
The internet get weird sometimes.
yeah, what started as just going after a dude scamming people to turn into some old other shit. Between I ain't with all that shit. It's just got weirder and weirder and weirder. I'm just at the point like, yeah.
Well, as they say,
God bless, but I'm gonna fall back off of that.
The internet is a weird ass place.
Yeah, champ.
Yeah, but
weirdos out here, and yeah, salute to all of the real ones. You know what I'm saying? The CCC still real. Smoke Guy Chat, Max V Chat. If I'm missing somebody, whatever, but outside of that, I'm gonna be falling back off that little sector area. It's cuckoo. It's cuckoo crazy.
Because if you continue down that path,
Binary
it's not
too, but I don't really consider him in the Umar sector. Binary code.
Oh no. So you continue down that path on that same stuff.
Shit. So.
But yeah, it's just not a successful thing to do, man. You're just not gonna lead to success doing that same thing. Just because he ain't gonna be successful if he keep doing this same thing. So hopefully,
I don't even want to commit no more.
Hopefully, it goes to something different.
So we basically just going from like 10% of our content being Umar stuff to like, 0.8, for the periodic shit I do throughout the year. But yeah, we'll just find something else to fill that gap. So yeah, see y'all next episode with the Tez Take. This has been the last Umar update for a while. So yeah, we holler at you. What they gonna say about Big Papa? Nothing unless you do something else involving the school, sir. And you pretty much at this point proven that that's not what you trying to do. So I holler back at this shit. I ain't about to waste my energy or my aura, my chakras. I ain't about to take that shit no more. Whatever they say.
Yeah,
so yeah, man.
So I pose a question to both of you and the audience.
Okay.
In today's society, what does it take to be considered a success? Also, in that same question, think about this. What does success constitute? How is it measured? And is it attainable for all under those measurements?
Did you want to go first, Pat, or you want me to go first?
You go ahead, Go ahead.
All right, so for me, let me think. Okay, so it's if personally, then it's based off of whatever you attaining your goals and being content with attaining those. If it's societal, then we're talking about how much money or power you attain, and yeah, that would be how you would determine success. Like usually how successful you are at a job is determined by like how much money you got or how much power you got from that, whether that be through fame or through actual political influence and that type of power. So yeah, that would be societal. Is it measurable on a scale that is skewed? It's measurable on a scale personally by like I know what I've wanted to accomplish, and if I accomplish that and I'm content in that, then I'm successful. If I feel like I'm not content in that, then that's when ambition should kick in and say, all right, well, go after the next goal so you can feel successful again. And that's how I look at like your personal stuff. Like if you're happy and you're content and you're like a person that works at a factory or something, you make 75 grand a year, you're a foreman or some shit. Like, all right, if you're completely content with that and that will fulfill like however your pension is set up and your retirement and your investment's been good and whatever, if you're set up to like where when I retire I'm gonna be good and I have a plan and this is good for me if this stays just like this, then you successful to you. Society might not look at that because they might be like, well, that ain't six figures, that ain't you going and taking trips here, that ain't you being able to influence this or you being seen as this or whatever the case may be. But yeah, it's measurable in that. In society, though, it's measurable by just that, like the numerical value of how much money and power you attain. So the quantity of power you have, your sphere of influence and size is the one measurement, and then your bank account is the other measurement. And yeah, and I don't know if it was another question, but yeah.
Okay. Okay. I like those answers. What say you, Pat?
Feel like, well, I mean, he nailed it to the T, but I feel like it's like it's a constant conflict between each one because it's more like say, as far as measuring your success or whatever, like it's all pretty much a perspective. Like yeah, it's like you yourself can only really judge where you are as far as where your success meter is pretty much. But like, you know, others around you that's close to you or whatever, they may view you at a higher range than you might even view yourself or whatever. So you know, that might personally increase where you feel like as far as your success is. It's like it's one of those things that is like how do I say it's not a physical thing that you can really measure, you know, or whatever, or rate. It's like it all depends. Like if it's like how much do you care what society feels is success or whatever. It kind of rates how much you feel how much you feel successful or whatever. Like
That makes sense.
like you kind of have to ignore society's measurements of success or whatever in order for you to feel successful or whatever, or you know, and maybe take what you've learned from society as far as terms to rate your own and make your own rating. But as I feel like as far as that question of success, that's always is a constant conflict between that person, that individual perspective, and the society, the you know, people around you that you find close, and then societal range of it or whatever. But it's like as long as you content within yourself and your own decisions in life or whatever, I feel like that's success. Pretty much.
I like that answer too.
Mm-hmm.
So, my perspective. Now, success, like y'all say, is that tricky, funny thing, but like you say, Pat, it always brings back conflict. And when I think about success, I always think about continuous internal conflicts. You feel me? Like, because you know what you want to attain that's going to make you feel happy, but at the end of the day, you live in society. So are your goals and are you making yourself happy to the success level are you in? Is that what level are you seeing in society? And does that matter to you? And if it does matter to you, it's going to weigh heavy on you. If where you're at and you're happy at don't mean shit in society and you're seeing it still not shit. Because society's level of success is viewed as 10 times or 20 times higher than what you think success is. You're going to feel like shit. But if what society thinks don't mean shit to you, then whatever level of success means good to you, that's what's always going to matter. And I feel that's just different with the individual. You have some people who don't give a fuck what society think about and whatever
ding,
they
ding,
do.
ding.
You feel me? So I mean, the success level they attain is what they want, and those people can either choose to continue to push themselves higher to see what they can do because they want to challenge themselves, or be successful where they're at and be happy. That's their choice. But those who live in that realm of society and feel the need to, how can I say, assimilate into what the outside world wants them to be, then I feel they'll always be chasing that metal ring. Because I don't feel like you can ever truly be successful in society. That's because even billionaires get hate. I mean, sure, they have the billions, but people are always nitpicking on something they do. Who is truly successful in the eyes of society that no one says nothing about? I don't know nobody.
Yeah.
So I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to you being happy within and just knowing shit. I know what my goals was. I achieved that success for me, and that's what has to matter more. I feel like when we dwell in the realm of others' thoughts, you'll always be internally struggling. You'll always be that internal battle of second guessing yourself, thinking about, okay, do they think this about me? Am I fly enough? Am I making enough money to for everybody to think? At the end of the day, that shit don't matter because when you go by yourself. So what people think don't matter because even people who want to be remembered, I'm gonna do this so I can be remembered. You only remember us for so long. Remember?
I think one of y'all brought this up, but like you could have somebody that's actually successful in what society deems is successful, and they feel miserable or whatever.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like
you got famous, rich, powerful people that are miserable, and you got people that live modest livings, modest income, modest. Like you would look at them and be like, "Oh, you regular or you below average as hell," and they are happy as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And the only difference is a level of contentment with your surroundings. Like if you are completely content in what you in, like, all right, think about this. What made growing up in the poorest of circumstances at one point in your life as opposed to now any different? The only difference is your contentment with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you take me back and say, all right, you now gotta live like you lived 10, 15, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. No, I'm good. No, I'm straight on that.
I ain't going back.
But at that point in my life, I was happy go lucky. Like, all right, well, life is good. But it was because I was content with it. But your level of contentment gonna change. So it's like, I feel like with success, you gotta be a person, like Faye said, you gotta be one of them individuals that's a person that's content, first of all, with like taking your cues from you, as opposed to like you can take advice from the outside world, but you still gotta take like your self-love and your self-respect. That's all self stuff. That's all you. Like you gotta have that stuff internally and be work that shit out first. So like you gotta be content in taking your cues from you and then go from there. And then once you at that point, you can definitely hit success, because then it's just about whatever you are looking for, whatever your personal goals are. If you hit those, then you're going to see yourself as successful, because you're going to feel the success of those moments. And you're taking the hardest part out the equation, which is society, which is that societal pressure of what they think. Like there's a standard of beauty that changes every 15 to 20 years. That doesn't mean that actually changes what looks good to you when you see it. That just means that that's what society done told you is supposed to look good. So that's what they pushing, but that doesn't necessarily make it true. Just like with success, that man with 75 grand a year might be, because of the way he set up stuff, to the point where he's going to live a nice, comfortable living where his bills going to be paid and he going to be chilling in a nice car and taking care of his kid with that, and he going to be straight. Now, for somebody else, that might be like, yo, I do not want to see myself living like that. I need to be making 7 figures by the time I get to that same man's age. Cool. Then that's gonna be your thing for success. But at the end of the day, like the only thing that's gonna be different between those two men is what society thinks about them when they hit their goal. So at the end of the day, like you just gotta have your own personal shit. Like, fuck what everybody else think. Like, what do I think about me? And I'm gonna ride with that. Because at the end of the day, you got to live with everything you do, everything you think, everything you say, every decision you make. It all is going to fall back at the end of the day. You're going to bear the heaviest burden 9 times out of 10, unless it's something like murder or something like where you've killed somebody else, you've done something to somebody else, and they can never pay the same. You might not be able to pay the same price as them, but on your average everyday run-of-the-mill shit, like the shit that leads to success, like your work ethic, what you think about, like that all comes down to like what are you content with in you. And then if you can get to that, then yeah, you're successful, because you at where you're gonna be the happiest and a nice level of peace with everything. And that don't mean bad shit won't happen and all that, but it just mean like there's a person out there that will be happy when they get their first million. Cool. That's what's going to make them content. Then that's really should be what we judge success by. Are they content? And if they are, cool. It's another person out there that's going to live off $15,000 to $20,000 a year because they're going to live in a tent on the beach somewhere in Hawaii or something on purpose and going to be content as fuck, because that's what's going to make them feel successful. So it's like, whatever make you happy, man. Whatever make you happy, Cappy.
Yeah, knowing your happiness is probably the best way to judge success.
That's it. It's all about what you feel.
And in some people, happiness is a lot simpler. So it's all about finding that happy in yourself.
That's it, man. My shoes might not fit the next man, and we both might be size 12, but mine might be. I might need a wider instep. He might need more arch support. So that shoe ain't gonna fit right on us the same. So like, you know, everybody do it. It can't be no blanket statement on the human race. It gotta be like shit is different. So we can't have no standards that is specific like that. We can have standards of like basic, general, overarching things like civics and like how we deal with each other in public spaces. But the average run-of-the-mill, like what kind of house you live in, what kind of car you drive, what job you work at, what much money you make, how many followers you got, whatever the case, like that can't be the metric by which we judge other people. Like that shit got to be based on some like some standards that anybody can hit. Because like at the end of the day, even with if you're gonna judge it off money, unless you're gonna change the whole system to where money is no longer a thing and you just it's just a pot and everybody govern the pot and everybody make a decision. Like unless you're gonna give it all to the people where it's just completely socialist and everything is just like collective and hey, if however much rice this country got is for every single person, like unless you're gonna do that worldwide, you're gonna always have capitalism, which means you're gonna always have this system that makes it be where somebody's going to have more of money than somebody else, which is gonna allow them to do more things and have more influence and have more power, et cetera, et cetera. So that's so you ain't gonna change the system. So at the end of the day, you gotta change your mindset and just be like, well, all right, I can't judge that poor man that's poor. I gotta judge him off more than just that. Or I can't judge that rich man off being rich. I gotta judge off more than that. Because at the end of the day, like the system is set up for one of them to be either way. So, all right, you are whatever the system gave you, but who are you? You know what I mean? Type shit.
Yeah. With all that being said, with all that positivity being said and uplifting shit being said, with our opinions, get into some ignorant shit and shit that pissed me off.
Well, all right then.
I love this part.
I started out with five and I narrowed it down to like 2 or 3. Because they pissed me off more than things because they're repetitive things that kept happening. And I've excluded anything that happened to me today. That I'll leave that for next week. First thing that really pisses me off, it's people who use their cell phones when they're trying to help customers, especially in the drive-thru.
Damn.
I'm trying to get my fucking food.
I don't like that.
And you and your homegirl in the window on the fucking cell phones, and I'm just staring at y'all like, my food, please? Oh, excuse me, we sorry. Yeah, but this bitch give me my goddamn food. Let me take my ass on. I spent more time at the window waiting on my food.
Bueno.
No bueno. You feel me? Just anything fucking else.
Come on, Tanya. My fries are cold.
Right. My yeah, like come on, bro. No.
Papa's
fritas. Second thing.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
Second thing that pissed me off this week. Once again, people working fast food, they can't understand simple orders like no cheese. That's the only special thing I want is just no cheese. Most shit, most
simple. It's like so don't do one of the steps you would normally do. Take a break on that.
Just don't do that.
That's really all that is.
Just skip that one.
Unless it's mac and cheese or some shit like that. You can.
It's not that complicated. If you use your brain and listen, it ain't that complicated. No cheese.
It's less work.
If you can't get that right, I know you can't get anything else right.
Oh, can I add something to that?
And I got something too.
While we're in the no cheese vein, if you got an Alfredo dish at an Italian restaurant, and you also have marinara sauce, or you have a red sauce that you put on your red pastas, like your spaghettis and your a meat sauce or something like that. Don't tell me you can't give me the same Alfredo dish, but just put it in meat sauce. You got the sauce, and you ain't doing shit with Alfredo, but putting the pasta and the meat or whatever in the shit and shaking that shit up into some other sauce, to some Alfredo sauce. So just shake that shit up in the fucking red sauce and call it a damn day. And we got the same shit. I know that maybe that's too much for you. Or another sauce. Like, fuck out of here. Put it in the sauce, put the sauce in the pan and shake it up. Shake it up. Give me I should be able to get shrimp Alfredo if you have the shrimp, the pasta, and the sauce. It's literally just toss that up in there and all right, we put that in the bowl and there you go. I'm sorry.
And the last thing that pisses me off, people who work cash registers that can't count.
You in front of a big ass calculator.
even with the assistance of the cash register. You can't count money.
It tell you what to take out. Like
It,
541. Okay.
it ain't that complicated, people. Please. I know it sounds simple. And these things, these three things that piss me off, may
Get your
other
ass
people
in
may
the
be like,
back
man,
and
whatever.
stock or work
But
freight.
if you
Right.
can't do these simple things, you don't need to be in these positions. Please don't use cell phones when helping customers.
I mean,
Learn how to count money and listen and pay attention when I just don't want no fucking cheese on my burger.
no cheese, we lactose.
You hear that,
So we
Norfolk,
got to
Virginia
get that.
fast food chain? Do you hear that, Norfolk,
You know,
Virginia
these three
fast food
things that
chain?
put me off this week, man.
I mean that.
Yo. Yo. Norfolk, Virginia fast food chains. He loves picking on me. This Norfolk, Virginia fast food chains, man, they're hard boiled. They're the main ones that'll do exactly what Faith said. Just put cheese when you say no cheese, because it's done to me all the fucking time, man. I hate that shit.
Yes.
Hate it. I hate it with a passion, dog. So to counteract that, I'm gonna say something that I really enjoyed the past couple of weeks. So y'all, everybody knows I'm a comic book head. You know, I make my own comic book, blah blah blah. The
comic book heads unite.
That and the big event that I've been enjoying so far is the King in Black event in Marvel.
That name is hard as well.
Yeah, this is it's extra deep. Now, I really like how Marvel sets up their universe, because it's a universe. It's really set up as a universe with its own particular rules and everything, and gods and godlike beings that run over and govern certain shit or whatever. So to start off, the King in Black, he is named Null, like null and void. I don't know if they intended that to be the pun, but
that gotta be it. Null and
it fits, because he's from the void, and he's from the darkness that
from the void.
That before the universe was created, it was nothing but darkness, and he lived in that darkness. So when the universe was created, it showed all this light. It interrupted his rest or whatever he was doing. So he's basically in prehistoric, before recorded history time of the Marvel universe. He's on a rampage trying to kill things that's basically creating our universes, like the Celestials in the Marvel universe. He is a creature of darkness.
The godlike beings.
Yep, he's like pretty much the god of darkness,
like
trying to kill light.
The gods of Olympus fought the Titans.
Yeah, pretty much. He's a prehistory godlike being, pretty much, or whatever. Yeah. So, he comes about, and they find out about Null through like the symbiotes. And if you're familiar with the symbiotes, like Venom, Carnage. Spider-Man, pretty much the Spider-Man villains in his rogue gallery, pretty much. But the symbiote is like an alien being that with its own sentient mind and everything, that's from a hive mind of other symbiotes, pretty much. And they take over the person, they make them stronger or whatever, but they have this hunger, and they, depending on the strength of that person's mind or whatever, either the symbiote is just going to take over your body and then gradually eat away at your body, or that person's going to be able to control it. That brings in Eddie Brock. So Eddie Brock is like the first Venom or whatever. So he is pretty much the main protagonist of this whole story, pretty much. And I just like how they set it up. Like, they've been setting up for Null for the past 10 years, like putting little small things in like different superheroes history. Like they'll, Thor has been pretty much a god forever. He's like old as shit. He's like 1,000 years old or whatever.
Correct.
So he has a villain called Gore, the God Butcher, because he comes from a planet where he felt like pretty much the gods just neglected that planet, and he was the last of his kind. So he goes on a universal rampage, just killing off all the gods that he come across with the sword that he found when he saw two creatures coming from the sky, and it was one of them was actually Noel, and the other one was this being of light that he was fighting, pretty much.
Okay, so they were fighting each other falling from the sky.
Yeah, and that's like in the first couple of fights that Noah was going to when he was really going on that rampage or whatever.
Okay.
He built the in the midst of in that rampage, he built this sword called All Black, the Necro Sword. That's what they call it, pretty much. And
all black. All right.
And with that, he also created the symbiotes or whatever.
Okay.
And when he got taken, basically when he got taken down, Gore took his sword, and I believe the symbiotes captured him and made a whole planet to keep him, dormant or whatever, so he won't ever come out. And that is their reason why you just haven't heard of Noel until now.
Okay.
You have to have that backup or whatever. But like I said, after a while, they had this event called Absolute Carnage or whatever.
Okay.
And like every time they come across the symbiote will say, God is coming, God is coming, God is coming, or whatever, saying that Noel is coming back, pretty much.
Because he would be their God because he created them. Got it.
Yeah. So speed up to now or whatever. When he comes back, the King of Black event, he fucks up everything.
No.
Everything. Like he comes back. He's not only when he's on his way to Earth, the reason why he's on his way to Earth is I believe it's Eddie Brock's son, Dylan. Mm-hmm. Dylan has a way of controlling symbiotes, similar to Noel. So, and Noel, he wants to be in control of everything. So that's another reason. So he's been taking over like planets. He's been just going on a rampage across planet. I mean, like, they're not slack planets. There's like planets with the Kree Empire, and that's like one of the strongest empires.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as soon as you said that, all right.
Yeah, like
he's some heavy hitters there.
Heavy hitters, the creatures that created majority of the things that's happened in Marvel, the Celestials. He took over one of them with his symbiote. So he's got this big ass Celestial coming down wrecking shop with like millions of symbiote dragons coming down. He's covering all the superheroes are going down one by one. The X-Men and the Avengers and Fantastic Four are all fighting or whatever. They're going back down, and some of them getting taken over. Like you see a venomized Cyclops, you see like a venomized Captain America.
What they gonna say to Big
Papa? This guy. Like, and then like because one of their weaknesses like light and fire and sound or whatever. One of the main big hitters is like Storm and Thor or whatever. So it's been like Marvel, they really do a good job making Storm shine. Like she's like one of the strongest beings in that on Earth, and she shines.
She's a beast in the comics.
She has a consistent, like over the past couple of years, it's been a consistent moment of Storm just shining one after one. And this story isn't no slack. She also kind of goes down like at the very end, and that's one of them. And then the other fight is with Thor. When Thor comes in, he comes in like a beast. Like I almost feel like I was watching a WWE fight when they had their entrance. Like he had the perfect entrance. strike a lightning. He comes down with his hammer. He smacks the shit out of Noel in his jaw. The jaw flies out all over the place. Like, you know how Venom's mouth be like wide the fuck open? When Thor smacks Noel with the hammer, it cracks his jaw open and it's flying all over the place. Like, it's crazy. Like, everybody's going the fuck down. And meanwhile, the whole
behind that type of action.
The whole earth is covered by like symbiotes. So there's no light coming in. So now Noel is strong as shit. And Eddie Brock has numerous times tried to go up against Noel. And like one of the times, Noel basically grabs him, snatched the Venom symbiote from him and drops him from a skyscraper. And he's dead.
So how is he alive now? Is he bionic?
No. We're getting to that. We're getting into that. All right. So, another element to it is the Silver Surfer. The Silver Surfer actually fought him in the past too, and he comes down and he's actually bringing the game changer that's gonna basically counteract and against Noel or whatever. That God of light that Noel was fighting in the past that he crashed down on the earth with is basically back. And that being, it ends up being something that has come up in Marvel a couple of times before. Like, and when he's coming down, he's thinking, Silver Surfer is thinking, like, since they know each other or whatever, the God of light or whatever, that it chose Silver Surfer to fight Noel again, because Silver Surfer has fought Noel in the past pretty much or whatever. But really, he's just using him to get through Earth, crash through Earth, and then at that moment or whatever, he's choosing the person. The God of Light is choosing the person that's going to go against Noel or whatever.
Get it going.
All right. Meanwhile, anybody that's ever had a Venom symbiote or whatever is connected to Noel. So when they die,
he got a whole bunch of minions.
Yeah. So when they die, they go into this like hive mind hell version of the afterlife that Noel controls or whatever through his like. So that's where Eddie Brock, pretty much his soul is at right now. And it is weird. So in there, he can actually combine back with his Venom symbiote, and he's ganging up with other people there. And somehow, some way, I'm not gonna get too much into it because I want people to really like read the book. Somehow, some way, he breaks out of it, and he goes through the other symbiotes that's actually on the living plane and come out as Venom or whatever. So he's like in the afterlife, manning his Venom symbiote to fight Noel in the real world or whatever. It's crazy. So when that happens, the same time Silver Surfer
plane type shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. They in the book it explains it a lot more smoother as it progresses or whatever. So at the same time, Silver Surfer is coming in, and in the last book, you actually see Silver Surfer squaring off with Noel. He turned his surfboard into a sword or whatever, and at the same time, all the superheroes is actually coming back or whatever because, you know, Jean Grey is involved, the X-Men is involved. She's psychically like connecting with Dylan so they can actually get people out of their symbiotes, and now they all coming back joining with Silver Surfer to gang up on Noel or whatever. So at that time, the chosen person has come up, and that person is Eddie Brock. So Eddie Brock is in like this hospital that Reed Richards is like watching over his body or whatever. And at the same time, Reed Richards trying to find out what is this this being that's coming down to fight Null, he said he realized, it's the Enigma Force. It's Captain Universe. So Captain Universe is this being that pops up all the time, like when it at that dire moment in a situation.
He's the Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah. So he it's not even he, it's like it, because let's say Spider-Man's been Captain Universe, the Hulk has been Captain Universe, Wolverine's female clone X-23 been Captain Universe at one time. There's so
this is like Captain Marvel. It's a popular mantle.
Yeah, it's built like a symbiote though. Like the way it's built, because it's like the power possesses that person. I think even the new Spider-Man, Miles Morales, got the Captain Universe power at one time. And then there's a black girl named Tamara DeVoe. She was Captain Universe at one time. The way they drew her was kind of dope. So this time, Captain Universe is Eddie Brock, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this Captain Universe is like now officially my favorite freaking Captain Universe, yo. Like this dude, like everything about it different feels metal or whatever.
Okay,
like this guy right here. You see this guy? It's the Venom symbiote, but his eyes is glowing. He got everything going. Or whatever. Like, and then this guy, he pulls Silver Surfer's and Thor's hammer. Thor's hammer and Silver Surfer's board, which is a sword now, together. And he puts it together and he builds this big ass battle axe and start charging at Null. And then, now mind you, Null is an all-powerful being. And he's an all-powerful being, but he's running like a bitch. Look at him. He's running like a bitch. Look at Venom chasing right at him. Venom is like, don't you run from me. Don't you run from me.
Don't you run.
Don't you run from me. Yo, and then Null throws his whole army against him, all the giant dragons, all the symbiotes or whatever. and Venom is like, nah, fuck that. I got you. He throws the giant, the celestial. Venom is like, you see that big ass slash to the neck or whatever? That's Venom. He's doing that. And he grabs Null just like Null grabbed him at the end of like a skyscraper here.
Yoked your ass up.
Or whatever. And he bears it. He bears his freaking battle axe into the dude's chest. And
bears it.
Like crush it all the way through.
It just sounded funny.
It does. And then he grabbed his symbiote off and then drops him off the dang skyscraper. And it just after that, it's just beat down after beat down or whatever. Null says something to piss him off. He throws him up into the sky and flies him into the sun and everything. And
that's hot.
It's just literally.
It's getting hot in here.
Literally. Like,
so take off all of Earth.
But I this book, like they did everything right with this book. They did everything right with this book. Like the build up for it, like just the way they place things.
We get a movie on that.
That's what I'm hoping for. So that's why I'm saying, like, I'm hoping
even if
they
it's
go
a
ahead,
one-off side story or
get that phase out the way,
or do it whatever. As a TV show, whatever. But give me that.
That would be dope. And then they would actually be able to have the X-Men and the Avengers together because they got all the contracts together. They just got to get that Venom contract.
Everything in all of the movies would be tied in so nicely. You could do so many things with that.
That's why I got hope for Marvel, because they got so many of these event movies that, I mean, some of these events they have that they be kind of boring. And I'll be like,
but some of them in the MCU as we know it. Like it changes the whole dynamic of some of them.
Yeah, like I'm just waiting for them to build up this next phase and bring the mutants in and see how they do with that. And yeah, a lot of good shit. A lot of good shit going.
Right on. Look good.
Yep. A lot of good shit and a lot of fuckery. So we're gonna go right into the good and fuckery right now.
Yay! All right, let's get that shit popping, bro.
Here you go.
Monumental good and major black excellence to start off right here.
Okay.
WrestleMania passed. You know, WrestleMania is like every year in April or whatever. And headlining WrestleMania, we have Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair. For the first time, we have two black women headlining a WrestleMania. And
congrats. Salute to the queens, man. That's big shit, especially in a wrestling
match. Good shit right there.
And let me tell you, they are not no slack. They not slack wrestlers. Like I watch that shit, and it's not
they
like
nice. They nice with it though.
It's like watching any old wrestling match anywhere. Like
it's a few ladies out there that's beats like shit.
Yo, like my brother, he's real. Like I would say, he's real into wrestling. Like he keeps updates. He's constantly watching it, whatever. So every once in a while, he'll put me on to, because he know my work schedule. Yeah, I don't be in time to watch wrestling or whatever. He'll show me a couple of like female wrestlers or whatever, and I watch their fights. And they just as brutal as they got the Suka or one of them. I think I've seen one of her fights before she got to wrestling WWE, and yeah, and then yeah, but that was the good for this week. Black excellence for this week, pretty much. Some more black excellence that kind of goes into some fuckery. Hubert Davis, the first black
Hubert Davis.
Yes, the first black UNC coach. That such black excellence. So
I'm so sorry I've never been so sorry to be a Tar Heel fan.
So much great black excellence to get fumbled at the plate.
I was like, come on, bro.
With some shit that don't got nothing to do with what's going on. I like try to give him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, all right, I'm gonna listen to this one more time, and maybe there's a reason why he even.
It sounds the same every damn time.
It just gets to that point where you're like, okay, so you're getting the white cheeks. All right, I'm happy for you.
You getting the white cheeks.
All right, man. But this, man,
that's funny.
Your mama black, man. Your sister black. This is not like the way you said it is like, and I'm proud of my white wife. I worked hard all my life to get this white wife. Y'all don't know how long I waited in line.
It didn't have a place in that particular arena in that moment.
Yeah, like I did all these achievements, got me a house.
Like, come on, bro.
That was not the arena for the comment. He should have kept that to himself. There was no need to put that business out there. Okay, if you're proud of that, cool, that's good. But man, at that moment in time,
I'm proud to be a husband.
You won't make no point things, man. You won't do nothing.
What her race got to do with anything? Like, her being a white woman does nothing for your cachet. You being a black man at the school does something for your cachet. That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
As at a surface level or whatever, the first thing you'll say is, all right, now you're freaking down in all the black women that's out there. That's first level shit. And then you can put the flip on that. You're using her race as a trophy mark, as a notch on your belt, as a, you know what I'm saying? I got me a white wife. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's downgrading to her and it's downgrading to black women at the same time. Like, even if you wanted to flip it on that, like, there was no reason to add that in at all at that time. Like, at all.
Somebody door.
I don't even know my end.
Okay. All right, you go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad.
Okay. But yeah, we're at it. All right. But yeah, that good and fucking, man. I'm happy that you made that achievement, the first Black UNC coach. But yeah, you kind of fumbled the ball pretty much.
Yeah.
I hope it's Durant like that.
Fumbled a big ass pause. Not mine. I ain't gonna even finish that statement. I'm gonna leave that all the way alone. Not mine. Don't worry about it. But he fucked up.
Yeah, he did, man. All kinds of stuff.
I was very disappointed in him for that. Like that I was like, come on, man. What are you talking about? And I ain't even one of them people that's against interracial dating or nothing, but my thing is like, what was the purpose of that? What were you hoping to, what did you think that was gonna say to the people? Like what? For what? Motherfucker, for what?
He was hoping he got a standing ovation.
He worded that all the fuck wrong. He wanted to say he wanted to put something together where he said, "Yeah, we're bringing people together, and I'm a representative bringing people together because I have a white wife or whatever." And me saying that out loud sounds totally fucking wrong. So I can't figure out a way he could have just worded that together to
what he should have
make
said
sense.
Was, thank you. It does feel nice. Have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it short and simple. You gotta make a big ass statement because you're the first Black everything. You ain't gotta have a big speech. Keep it simple. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all. Good looking
Appreciate
out.
you for recommending me.
You make
Good
more,
looking out, baby.
you make more of a statement by not saying that, and then we just find it out. Pretty much. That's pretty much it. Just doing that. I'm gonna fly by this fuckery. I'm gonna fly by this fuckery because this fuckery kind of pissed me off. Like, white students at a Daniel, at Daniel ninth grade campus held an auction over social media platform Snapchat, pretending to sell their Black classmates. The group chat the students were in was called Slave Trade. They changed it to N-word farm. As an offensive racist game, white students forbid. You know what? I'm gonna just stop right there because it just pisses the fuck off. Just know there's fuckery like that going on in this in the United States. So if they ever say some shit,
how old is
like, fuck. It was a ninth grade class.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead to the next one because
yeah, we're gonna go into
I ain't gonna
that.
talk about children like that.
No, I'm not. I'm pissed off and I'm going
Parents,
at.
I gotta do better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is learned behavior. Learned behavior. It don't have to be taught.
Oh man, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead to the next one, man.
So we're gonna live this up by some positivity. All right. So I've been keeping up, as y'all know, that big ass King of Black summary I did, that I'm a comic book head, and this past Falcon and Winter Soldier, these past couple of episodes,
yeah.
My favorite part, when fake Captain America got his ass whipped by the
I mean fake.
Man, he reached out his privilege and good health to the wrong Dora Milaje.
Got that ass smoked.
And disrespected their spears by calling them big sticks.
No, buddy.
And boy, yeah.
They showed them real quick.
All of them. And they couldn't even look. The Falcon warned them. Look, you have a better chance fighting.
They made the ladies you want to fuck with right there, baby.
You have the better chance of fighting.
Queens went to work on that ass.
The guy, matter of fact, the guy that fought the real Captain America with the real soldier serum or whatever, with the mechanical arm, with the kill list that's like kind of up there pretty much. Yeah, you have a better chance of fighting that motherfucker than Dora Milaje.
Yeah.
And man, they handed his ass royally.
They did that.
To the point he had to go to a breaking point. And I ain't even gonna spoil the rest, but y'all, if they keep up on the episodes, man, yeah, fake Cap.
The season is going somewhere.
Interesting. Oh, and
great.
Yeah, and big up Isaiah Bradley. A moment in Black superhero history.
Respect.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah. If the next episode or whatever, you get the Isaiah Bradley story, you'll appreciate that as a Black fan. It kind of goes. That's why I like Marvel. They fit it right in with history, so you can relate to it more. Just
gave me something to look up, champ.
I'll put it in the vein of I can't even say the word, man. My tongue is tied. Probably got caught.
You all right over there, Face? Face over there building them boxes. Making a tower.
No, Face be in the place building, He's always building. That's the one thing about Face.
Either that or he just got kidnapped.
True.
That shit was wrestling hard as fuck. Then he just went silent. That shit funny. All right, go ahead.
But
there he is.
I'm gonna fuck this up, man, and I shouldn't. Tuskegee, the Tuskegee Airmen, and the trials where they would stick some of the airmen with the syphilis virus.
That wasn't the airmen. That was the Tuskegee experiment. Where they did stick Black men and allow them to have syphilis and like telling them that they was not having it and all this so they can study them. Yes, that was true. But that wasn't the Tuskegee Airmen. Those are two different people with the same first part.
Thank you, because I needed somebody to get me right there. Because
the Airmen is like the movie Red Tails, and they were the first
Red Tails or whatever.
First Black pilots that were allowed to get combat experience in World War II and shit.
Yeah. But I was trying to
if I'm not mistaken.
No, you're not mistaken.
Somebody
you got it right.
In the comments if I'm wrong. I'm sure.
You got it right. I knew it had something to do with that name or whatever. So but it has right in line with that syphilis experiment or whatever. It gives you, when he tells his story, it'll give you that or whatever. And that's how you relate to it, pretty much. Some funny fuckery or whatever. And as the news and media progress, I got more up-to-date information about this. But let's talk about Usher and them Usher Bucks. That shit was hilarious when they first came out.
Us Bucks.
Oh man, if y'all don't know about it, man, I know y'all know about it by now.
Usher was out here throwing it out.
Some of the
throwing out the Us Bucks, the Zamunda faces.
Dancers came out and said, man, this man was even throwing out real money, and they came home and they were upset to see Usher on the face of a dollar bill.
And $100 bills.
$100 bills.
Now, 20s.
It has been
rappers done took pictures with the Usher Bucks.
Oh shit, for real? I ain't seen that shit or whatever. They say that he did throw out some actual money or whatever, but
yes, they did.
But he probably didn't throw out enough extra money for certain dancers to feel like they got appreciated, because I think they got a little bit more Usher bucks.
I bet he didn't throw out that herpes information to them ladies and let them know what's up before he took them to the private dance.
Y'all can dance to Confessions.
My confessions, let it burn.
And that too. That would be
Shit.
that would be
my
awkward
God.
as shit, yo. That would be totally awkward as shit.
Oh, Usher.
Ush bucks.
Mm-mm-mm.
Got them Ush bucks for your ass.
What's the counterfeit?
Totally.
Yeah, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but it made me feel good to sing that out. Got
But
them
they said it was to promote his Vegas I can't talk.
residency, nigga. What the fuck wrong with your mouth?
Cottonmouth, man.
Pause.
Where's my Sprite? Lick it.
But that's all, folks.
But yeah, it was to promote his Vegas residency. I said it that time. Told you.
There you go. Look at you.
Enunciating this shit. Yeah.
What you do?
Pulled the spare tongue from out that man bag.
I hate you.
I'm a single ladies. Boy, that's gonna be my shit for the rest of the podcast history. Every time.
Dave. Oh man, K Pasa.
Oh. Okay. Okay, I see what you did there.
I have to fight back, man. You can't keep hitting me, man. You can't keep.
I see what you did there. Good move.
Low tap. That's all. That's all. All right. I'm gonna wrap it up. Wrap it up, B. All right. Fuckery I just don't like or whatever. Minnesota or whatever. We got two forms of fuckery or whatever. They still shooting when they shouldn't be shooting with the Dante Wright situation or whatever. But out of the fuckery of their whole training complex in general, Derek Chauvin, the guy that I can never say his name right, I wonder if I even said it right then, he's actually been prosecuted on all charges. So we'll leave with that or whatever. And the guy that in Virginia, please straighten your shit up. In Windsor,
have us becoming like the Florida of the North Minnesota or the Florida of the South Florida.
Mm-hmm. We like the Florida of the North and the top of the South.
We can't be the Florida.
You can't do that.
Come on,
can't do it. You can't do it. You can't be holding. You can't tell them to hold your beer on this one. You can't.
Right.
You can't. Or whatever. But Joe Gutierrez, he's been fired of his job of police, being a police officer for. He called in a felony call on a lieutenant in the U.S. Army. Am I saying it right? Is he a lieutenant or lieutenant? Yeah, he's Lieutenant
so.
Karen Nazario, Black and Latino. He just purchased the truck. He had the paper 30-day tags up front, like you should, or whatever. And he even admit he took his time to find a lit area to actually park in or whatever. Because
as well as he should.
At this day and age or whatever, Windsor, Virginia or whatever, I'm you know what I'm saying? Like, and this guy is just, he's coming out. Even I was seeing on CNN, it was a professional there. No, I wasn't. It was Morning Joe or whatever. He had a black retired police officer. I believe he was a lieutenant too. And he said even the way they handled a felon call or whatever is they did that totally wrong.
Absolutely.
For his own, I'm by the way he carried it, it looked like for their own safety or whatever. But the guy's talking about you about to ride the lightning and all that shit and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? They just get a badge and just have just that power go to their fucking
They won't
head.
cool in high school, man.
Exactly. Them good hall monitor ass niggas. Like,
Yeah.
and then they first I thought he was going for weapon. I got scared. If you scared, you shouldn't be a police officer. Like,
Yeah.
I know they say face your fears.
Who else you think be joining that shit a lot of times though? It'd be scared folk that was getting beat up or that was scared to defend themselves in high school and middle school, and then they like, oh well, now I got power, and then
Mm-hmm.
that power because they were bullied. Hurt people, man.
But yeah, man, I still feel like at least this is going to a good turn. He didn't exactly immediately get fired, but he got fired.
Yeah,
And
man. At this point, man, whatever.
I
Man.
take it with a grain of salt, pretty much.
Anything is better than nothing at this point. Like, you know what I mean? It's been nothing for so long that you get out of it. It's gotta
Yeah.
take whatever they give at this point, sadly.
And I just feel like it's just way too much of that shit. But like you said, I'm gonna go into the joy aspect of it. It seems like
Get
it's
into the joy, man.
better. It seems like it's turning for the better. I think they're getting tired of us running around and fucking up shit or saying we're gonna fuck up shit and proving that we'll fuck up shit. I think the simple fact that it's proven you're the whole world saw somebody kill somebody in broad daylight, and you're treating it like it never
reasonable.
happened.
If that motherfucker had to say reasonable one more damn time, man. Oh my God. But yeah, that's neither here nor there.
And that last story kind of spooked me out because I had to do the same thing. I just purchased a new vehicle, had the 30-day paper up there to let them know I had registration and I'm in the midst of doing it and shit. I still get spooked because, man,
you never know.
You never know.
Shit can be in order and you still get fucked
up. You never know, man. But hey, man, Virginia, July 1st, man.
Preach that good word.
And that's the end of the good fuckery.
Indeed, man. And I'll tell you something that ain't no fuckery, man. Face, what's this week's Black Businesses of the Week? Week.
That nigga fell asleep.
Face. All right. Well, you can go to the Podnas closet. I'll tell you what ain't no fuckery. This week's Black Business of the Week. You can go to the Podnas closet and get you all of the new merch from the spring line and some other things. You can get everything from coffee mugs and phone cases to sweatshirts, hoodies, t-shirts, pants, whatever you want, we got it. That's teespring.com/stores/Podnas-closet-2. What was it -1? I can never remember that. Oh shit, man, this ended is fucked up. Yeah, man. Man, I don't know what to say right there.
Oh shoot.
Oh, I tell you what, ain't no fuckery. This week's Black Business of the Week, and we don't have one. So support us at the Podnas Closet, or just visit us at our website, thepodnas.com, and you can visit Face's store or our own store and select any of the different items of merch we got, everything from coffee mugs to phone cases to clothing to apparel for the springtime, for the winter, whatever you need, we got it. So you can do that and support a Black business, us. As always, man, on behalf of the Podnas, man, we thank y'all. And we look forward to the conversations in the comments. So if you got a thought or opinion, whether you agree or disagree, please drop them down in the comments below so that we can continue this conversation past this. Happy 420 to everybody out there who celebrates that. And if you want to continue the conversation with us outside of just the videos, just randomly, you just want to kind of connect with us, Pat, tell them how they can get in touch with us, man.
At THEPODNAS at the Podnas. That's the Twitter, that's the Instagram. And if you hashtag that, put it on Facebook, you'll pull up our Facebook. It'll be Tiz Space Pat R the Podnas. Just follow us up there. If you got videos y'all want us to like comment on for our live, just go ahead, give us a message there. Or you can also hit our Gmail, which is, I mean, it is
The
it
Podnas
is
Podcast
at gmail.com. I'm about to spell it all
Indeed.
out.
Real easy for you. The Podnas Podcast at gmail.com. If you want to email, if you want to get into the social media, you can do everything that Pat just told you. And if you want to get into the store, the email, or anything else, and you just need an easy way to do it, go to thepodnas.com. Real easy and simple and plain for you. And yeah, man, if you can't support us, support a Black business, man. It's a good thing to do to just get our economy going for once and kind of help start raising us up out of this bullshit system that we're in. But yeah, so as always, I am 1/3 of the Podnas, your boy Tiz.
And it's the other third, the Padawan here.
And on behalf of the other third face, we are signing out. Happy 420, everybody. Peace.